Outsiders.
What is it? Dragons?
Why are you looking at me like that? The Dark Brother... My goodness, you're really here. The Black Sacrament. It actually worked? What I need is for Elaine Dufont to die. I want him hunted down and murdered like the dog he is. I didn't know it when we were with each other, but Elaine is actually the leader of a band of cutthroats. Bandits. They're holed up in some old dwarven ruin. Raldbathar. It's near Windhelm. They use it as their base. It's where they stage their raids. I want you to go to that ruin, find Elaine Dufont, and kill him. I don't care about his friends. Do whatever you want with them. But Elaine has to die. Excellent. Once Elaine is dead, I'll pay you gold. I've saved up a bit. I hope that'll do. But, well, there is one more thing. If you're interested. If you can, I want you to kill someone else as well. You don't have to, not as part of our deal, but if you do, I'll pay you even more. It's Nilsine Shattershield in Windhelm. If Nilsine dies too, I'll make it worth your while. I planned to kill Elaine myself, you know. Nilsine too, but lost my nerve. I even brewed a special poison, lotus extract. Maybe you could use it? Just coat your weapon with it. Then, you get the idea. I went to Windhelm to see the Shattershields. They were old and dear friends, and in mourning. Frigga was killed recently. Murdered. I met Elaine in the tavern, while I was drinking my sadness away. He was handsome and charming. He said I was the beautiful lily of his dreams. Elaine made all the pain just go away. But it was all lies. Elaine used me. He ruined my name, destroyed my friendship with the Shattershields. Do you know why Elaine was in Windhelm? He heard about Frigga's murder. He wanted to befriend the family, in their grief, and rob them blind. Elaine used me to get close to my friends. And now they all think I'm some kind of monster. Elaine Dufont took my life, and now I'm taking his. Don't you see? I was like a daughter to Tova, a sister to Nilsine and Frigga. But the family refuses to believe my innocence, no matter what I say. Couldn't they understand that I was used? That I was grieving for Frigga too? No, they treated me like garbage, threw me away. With Nilsine dead, maybe then Tova will realize what she's lost, huh? Maybe then she'll see that I was just as much a daughter as the others. And if not, may she drown in her own tears. Make them all pay for what they've done to me. Isn't there some business you should be tending to?
try to hide it, or you will.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords?
You're here to see the Jarl. In my city. No sudden moves. Understand?
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calcelmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. While I appreciate the sentiment, I still have to decline. Being an admirer, I'm sure you can appreciate the need to keep my research a secret. I'm not certain how many scholars you're accustomed to dealing with, but I can assure you that personal wealth is our lowest priority. Very well. Perhaps when my research is complete, I'll feel more comfortable discussing my findings with you.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Calcelmo is the Jarl's magical advisor, but he spends most of his time studying the ruins.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men up there. Yeah.
Calselmo called in his entire expedition team. Said he needed every man he could get to protect his prestige. Better them than us. We lost 3 good men to the trap. And for what? Just to see another landslide that makes us proud. Well, at least this post is safe enough. Come on, let's get back to work. Someone there?
Damn, where'd you go? There you... Ha! Found you!
Is someone there?
What was that?
No, this can't be happening. Accidents like this don't just happen. Someone is trying to sabotage my uncle's research.
All right. If there is a thief, he won't leave this tower alive. But shouldn't we inform Master Calcelmo?
I'll deal with my uncle. Just go. Scour this place from top to bottom. I cannot best you!
No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? Strange lights or unusual noises? It's abandoned. It's always been abandoned.
There's a small skeever den just east of the city, at Reachwater Rock. Ah, Lindrel holds a fine home if you can afford it. The steward in the keep can tell you more.
Don't care how many colleges they build.
You look worse than I feel.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Back, eh? And how was our friend Calselmo?
We haven't much time for discussion. But what did you need?
Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please. This is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have
We must
further
hasten
need
to
of me,
Riften
you
before
can
Mercer
find
can
me
do
in
any
the
more
college.
damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, Meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
Taking me up on my offer, eh? Good. I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Down to business, eh?
The mages don't let us go in the... Aster says his paw says the college makes lots of bad things happen. But the mages have seemed nice. We don't get many people... My paw's...
Are you feeling sick?
Glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild? Time is of the essence here. Please hurry back.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Hold your thoughts until after we untangle this mess.
We can talk after I find out what's going on. Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the Guild. I watch Delvin's back.
Are you finished with your other business and ready to face the Guild? Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern. The time for talk has passed. We must hurry.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be.
This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Flint. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from our vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
The gold. It's yours. It's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
Ah, you're back. Pull up a seat. Have a drink. This is getting dangerous. So, you can't keep quitting jobs when it strikes your fancy. You're gonna make us all look like a bunch of amateurs. All right? Anything in particular strike your fancy? All right. Got a simple one. Just get in, change the books, and be back in time for last call. So, how's about it? Good. Here's your assignment.
Need to stay focused in case Frey comes back. Make it fast. No one dies. Remember that.
Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you? Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else? I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else? Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone. Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. A place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Bold to guard the place. Be careful, lad. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Better question would be, what did he leave? Mercer took everything. Even all of our plans are gone. Before Mercer took over, Gallus started collecting every bit of material he could on locations the Guild could heist. Museums, keeps, estates, you name it. By the time Mercer took over the Guild, we must have had a few dozen. I don't have a clue. That door is impenetrable. Without 2 keys, it's impossible to open. I have a key, Delvin has a key, and Mercer has a key. That's it. There are no other copies. Good question. I've only set foot inside a few times myself, and that was in Mercer's company. If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second-floor balcony in his backyard. No. It's some sort of crazy contraption Mercer commissioned for quick escapes. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lower it in a hurry. Huh. That'd be Vald. A real piece of work, that one. Mercer's holding something over his head, keeping him loyal. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well, if you catch my meaning. Careful at Mercer's place. I don't want to lose anyone else to that madman.
I dare Mercer to come back here. Set one foot in the cistern and I'll cut
I'm relieved Brynjolf has an open mind, or that could have got me bloody.
Need to stay focused in case Frey comes back. Make it fast.
That pig? Oh, I have info on him. More than you care to know. Vald? Good side? Think you have the wrong person. The only thing Vald understands is gold. A man after my own heart. Sure, but he'll ask for a whole lot. I mean, you are asking him to betray Mercer Frey. Your best bet would be to erase his debt with Maven Blackbriar. If you talk to her, she might be able to give you the details. Of course, you could just run him through and take what you need off his corpse. I could care less. While you're in there, help yourself to anything in Frey's manor. I would. Need to stay focused in case Frey comes back. Make it fast. I dare Mercer to come back here. I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets one foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
That old woman who runs the orphanage has been murdered. Say... Didn't I see you coming out of there?
Prepare to die.
Enough! This ends now!
What was that? You can't hide from me. Where are you? Ah, you can't hide from me. You can't hide from me.
Die, damn you!
Said she'd wait for me, but they never wait.
2 3s? What was he thinking? Fool never saw me pull the ace out of my boot. Need me some skooma. The imported stuff. Just one last time.
Need. Kill him to get beer every now and then. Stupid bees and their stupid.
I gotta start keeping a knife in my boot. Tired of getting disarmed.
Go to the college, Dawson. Use your smarts, he said. Yeah, like I'm supposed to figure out which college he meant. Retire someday, get myself an island.
Talks to me like that again. Get him while he's sleeping. Old boy's in his
Hand over the gold.
See how
Do
he
you
likes
listen?
that.
Oh no. They always have to fight back.
Never enough gold. Just need one good haul.
Huh? I was sure I heard something. Picking pockets. Now that's the real art. No rough stuff, just...
go to the college, Da said. Use your smarts, he said. Like I'm supposed to figure out which college he meant. What was that? Anybody there? I guess I was just
known. What was that? Time to...
Can't hide from me.
You can't hide from me. No sign of it.
Mead. Kill him to get some beer every now and then. Stupid bees and their stupid honey.
I'll never do another span in that stinking jail. Rather die than give myself up.
Picking pockets.
Wizards. That's power. Bet they got that secret map. Is someone there?
What was that? Hello? Who's there?
Must be my imagination.
What was that? Time to end.
You're nothing! You call yourself a Nord?
Oh, you fucked!
Your own guy!
Skin you alive!
I'm gonna rip you open!
No one bests an orc. You're a
on my wall!
I'll show you.
Over here!
You are. For Sovngarde! Found you! Found you! War have mercy on you!
I'll show you what a real...
You want something from me?
Stabbed in the back.
You better not
It's
make
like
trouble.
dog rubber all over again.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end? Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life. Agreed. He's taken everything the Guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the Guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Until next we meet, lad.
I promise you, all your questions will be answered. You just have to trust me.
Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important.
Interest you in some marksman training?
Brynjolf,
If you ever need more
time has come to
practice
decide
with the
Mercer's
bow,
fate.
just grab me.
Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the Guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a Nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
I have some preparations of my own to make. I'll meet you at the stone.
Ain't no doubt about it. The Thieves Guild is back, and they've got Riften in their grip. You're a stranger.
If you're looking for anything to sell for a fair price, I run the Pond Prawn over by the market.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
Hey, I know who you are. Hail the cities. There's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer if you fancy a new blade.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting. Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it.
I could have put it back where it came from. You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avonshenzell. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. I won't be the one to go back there. I won't return to Avonshenzell. You can't make me do it. Please take the lexicon. You must bring it to Avonshenzell. In the west, return it to them. It must go back.
Out with it. You know Bellathor's shop in Whiterun? That'd be a good place to start. He carries all sorts of things like that. I'll take my leave then.
Need something? Of course. That doesn't change anything. Of course. You must leave immediately. You need to leave.
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. Gallus, Mercer Frey and I were once members of what's known as the Nightingale Trinity. The Trinity disbanded 25 years ago when Mercer Frey betrayed us by slaying Gallus and dumping his body in the ruins of Snowvale Sanctum. Indirectly, the Trinity is usually selected from the ranks of the Guild, although its existence is a closely guarded secret. The Nightingales protect the Temple of Nocturnal, a place known as the Twilight Sepulchre. She's the mistress of night and darkness, and the patron of every thief in Tamriel. Nocturnal isn't one for worship and reverence. There are no priests and no sermons, no services, and no alms. She influences our luck, and in return, demands payment. You're closer to understanding than you realize. The only difference is she doesn't demand payment in the traditional sense, and sometimes the cost can be quite high. Whether you know it or not, Nocturnal dictates how well we perform as rogues. Again, you have to think differently. Haven't you ever noticed how our luck behaves? Like a novice picking an impossible lock, or a blind man suddenly turning to face you as you reach for his pocket. It's through these subtle means that Nocturnal influences us. Nocturnal's whim is the greatest mystery to everyone. There have been volumes written on the subject. Does she exact payment when we die? When we suffer, does she revel in our misery? No one knows. The return certainly seems worth the risk, though. It's my hope that you will, yes. This way, please. It's just ahead. Please, keep following.
I'm just as puzzled as you, lad. So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Bruno? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Bruno. It's business. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the road.
You appear ready for the oath. You appear ready for the oath.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups on. Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle.
Time's wasted.
We'll speak when the oath is complete. We'll speak when the oath is complete. We'll speak when the oath is complete. call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy, and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime. Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre, the skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry. Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless. Although it would benefit the Guild more than you can imagine, in the end it would do more harm than good. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade. Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the Guild. Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the Guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves' Guild.
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it. Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now. Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead. I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthand. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember. Aye, and some of what Carlia said is starting to make sense.
Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers, but this goes well beyond even his twisted form of larceny. Old Delvin kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us. If you would have asked me that yesterday, I'd have said no, but now I think our chances have improved. Until next we meet, lad.
Yes. Now that you're a Nightingale, you may consider this your home. You'll find that this place offers many things that will help you in your endeavors, as well as a wealth of information for you to learn. Once the skeleton key has been restored to the Twilight Sepulchre, I'll make this place my home as well. With the skeleton key missing from the Twilight Sepulchre, I'm afraid Mercer's seen to it that none of us can benefit from Nocturnal's gifts. You merely transacted the oath, signed the unwritten contract with Nocturnal. In order for us to receive our abilities, our end of the bargain, I'm afraid the key must be returned. If Nocturnal was truly displeased with me, with any of us, she wouldn't have answered my call. I have no doubt that we still hold her favor, and I believe it gives us enough of an edge to defeat Mercer Frey.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. Let's keep it moving.
Heard they're reforming it. I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more healers.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you. You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. What did you want?
I wish I could head to one of the capital cities. Maybe even back to Mournhold.
I have a lot to do around the farm, so make it
What
quick,
is it?
please. What is it you wanted?